the first time that I am recording myself not early in the morning. It's 2 o'clock. This was the first day that I spent working from home. Obviously 4 days I work in the office, and then 1 day I'm working like on this stuff. And it was a really interesting day. Firstly, I'm super annoyed because I didn't set an alarm, or my alarm didn't go off. So I woke up at like 5:40. So I wasted about 2.5, almost 3 hours of work time, which I was really annoyed about. But whatever. Something that I'm noticing is the reach outs that I'm doing, even though the volume of reach outs is super high, it's like I'm burning through the potential leads that I can reach out to. And I haven't, even though I've reposted a few artworks, but they've only like garnered praise from my existing followers. So I need to make way more. Volume of posters needs to go up, and I need to like go interstellar with it, like catch people that I normally don't reach out to. Thankfully, I have a backlog of like 40 posters with a lot of different likes from people. The thing is though, that those people are normally like, I don't have a storefront. It's just like DMs, and then I PayPal them. And those people who are like normal people, not so much like super fans, but just like appreciated the games and are like more normal-ish individuals, they're like, hey, where's your store? And I'm like, I don't really have one. And they're like, okay. And then they just peace out. So I got to figure out something that I can do with that. The main goal with this is to just be able to have it somewhat automated or streamlined so that I can work on the other thing. And that's kind of the plan, the goal, the mission. Input-output equation. Definitely not the same input-output. Although, in the same way, my expectations are slightly different now. Before I was like, if I did, if I made $100 or $200, $200 would be the amount I'm making in my day job. I was like, wow, this is incredible. Now it's like, I make 300 and I'm like, whew, this was a rough day. But still plugging. Something interesting that happened was I closed someone. I closed a whale. A whale is someone who wants a physical print, because I charge considerably more for a physical print than just like the digital file. And they, at the end of the exchange, they said, thank you so much. I didn't even know I needed this until today. And I was like, that is like the selling process, because you want someone to not, like, you want to turn someone who doesn't even know that they're interested and turn them into someone that's interested. Like that's the high ticket stuff. That's the good stuff. Anyways, it was just cool because it means that I don't need someone who's like a fan necessarily. I just need someone who's vaguely aware, familiar of what I do. And then the rest can kind of take care of itself. What I would like to do is create a funnel, like a really slick funnel that kind of makes people feel at ease, and have like reviews from all like customers, like 5 stars, and then just like dump people in there. If they're interested, be like, here you go. But that's gonna take some time, and I'm already already stretching myself very, very thin. I'm stretched so thin. There's so much I need to do. It's annoying. I'm gonna have to spend one day where I just like don't make any money and I just like work on all the extraneous things, which is so discouraging. I want to keep making money. But it is what it is. Something I can really do about it. This week was exceptionally good, but also in some ways not that great, because there was really no consistency. Like, what I mean by that is there were some days where I made $1,000, and then other days where I made $250, and with the same amount of output, sometimes even less output. So the consistency doesn't really make sense to me. If I took the averages, I'm probably averaging like $400 a day, just under $400 a day. So yeah, and that's just revenue, just pure revenue, $400 revenue, and like that's good, and like the margins are really good as well, but it's somewhat inconsistent. Like I was saying before, I need to be posting way more, just like ramping it up more than it's been. And I'm starting to, that's the kind of like the positive, it's like I'm starting to get into a groove of doing the art. I set up my computer, I like decked it out with like really good RAM, so like I'm opening these files that are normally quite large, and editing them like it's no problem, which is really cool. So yeah, I have the references and I'm just starting to draw them. I'm going through like ones that are conceptually easy or impactful, and I'm just gonna keep on keeping on, just like pump them out, boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom. It took me a very long time, so I spent a ton of time making a single poster, kind of like getting a feel, and I actually learned a lot, like what I want to do, what I don't want to do with art, like specific artworks and like the styles and things like that. Like when something's a little too complex or it like isn't really working with the technique that I'm doing. And so I spent like 5 hours on one poster, like trying to fix it, rejig it, and it's just not good. And I was like, this sucks. I spent so long, but the work works on you more than you work on it. I learned this technique where if I choose like two colors and one color's behind the other with a depth color, I can use a color swap, color mixer, and I can like take the gradient of those colors and make those the details of the image, which works really, really well. Again, it looks really nice, and it's like this style that I've been trying to figure out, and it was like a light bulb went off and I figured that out. And so like the whole 5 hours was worth it just to learn that one thing, in my opinion. So I'm pretty chuffed about that. And then using that, I made like a impactful, simpler poster in like an hour, and then another poster which I'm finishing off similarly, very simple but like cool and impactful. And so I'm like, yeah, this is nice. I've made 3 posters today, but I'll only like post one of them. One of them I won't even use, but I like kept it back just in case I want to do something with it. I don't know, might be able to salvage it or something. But yeah, I was like, I don't know, I feel like if I get up at 3 and I sit down, I have the list of the things, maybe I even have like the references already done, and like the ideas, like maybe I just spend a couple of hours just creating the ideas for the posters and like lining them all up. I could could probably do 8 in one sitting. 8 over like 10, 12 hours. Maybe that's pushing it, but then I could just consistently do that. I don't know. Like, it's pretty cool. I think there's a lot of cool potential here. And then those things will get me the higher engagement. I'm gonna have to make a lot of topical artwork in the niche that I'm in. There's some big stuff happening that I need to like topically lean into. In fact, yes, that's actually, I need to like focus all my efforts into that. But anyways, so that's what I'm gonna do. And then hopefully garner a lot of traction and have more people to reach out to. And just consistently do that. It is kind of taxing, like messaging people. You kind of need, like, even though they're warm leads, you kind of need thick skin a little bit. It's like, who the hell are you? Like, why are you doing this? Anyways, just my thoughts, just rambling at this point. I wish I had no responsibilities and I could work for 20 hours a day. I've eaten and drunk 0 things today. My wife made some delicious pancakes. It's like sourdough, buckwheat, hybrid pancakes. And I might eat one when I get home. But yeah, that's it.